The extent of his power cannot be put into words.
Darth Nihilus, Lord of Hunger. One of the many mysterious characters in the Star Wars universe. Think of him as a person who is not easy to understand.
What?
Darth Nihilus is important in the history of the Sith, and we want to learn more about him. So today I thought, why not have a look into who he is, where he came from, and what makes him different from other characters. So strap in and let's explore the world of Darth Nihilus. Darth Nihilus didn't start as a powerful Sith Lord. He came from a place of mystery, although he is considered to be human at the very least. We don't know much about where he was from or who he was before he became Darth Nihilus. It is a secret that has never been fully revealed. But we do know one thing. He was connected to a big war called the Mandalorian Wars. This was a dark time for the Star Wars galaxy, full of battles and conflict. Somehow, Nihilus got caught up in all of this. It is possible that this war played a vital role in leading him down that dark path to eventually be turned into a Sith. The Mandalorian Wars were a galaxy-spanning conflict between the Mandalorians and the Galactic Republic. Darth Nihilus became entangled in this war, like I said, experiencing its brutality and witnessing the devastation that it caused. So this war must have surely set him down that descent to darkness, really setting him on that path to becoming a Darth, a feared Sith Lord with an insatiable hunger for the Force. But like I said, he wasn't always that Sith Lord with dark powers. He did used to be a regular person, maybe even a warrior. He just got hurt really bad both physically and spiritually, and it left him broken inside into the being that we end up knowing. And that is when Darth Traya came into the picture. She played a crucial role in his transformation. She was a powerful and cunning Sith who saw potential in Nihilus. She trained him and helped him become the Sith Lord that we recognize today. So, in simple terms, Nihilus started as a nobody, got hurt, and then with Traya's guidance, became Darth Nihilus, the feared and powerful Lord of Hunger.
All life exists to feed you.
Darth Nihilus had a strange power, one that was not common amongst all the Sith. He could eat the Force. Imagine the Force as a big energy that flows through everything, like a river. Nihilus could drink from this river, but, not like a few sips of drinking some water. He would take it all in like a big, hungry vacuum cleaner. He wouldn't leave a drop left if he could. This power became a problem. He was always hungry. And of course not for food, but for the Force. It was like a never-ending appetite that defined him. This made him a unique and fearsome character. However, his ability to consume the Force did have devastating consequences for all living beings and planets that he encountered. As Nihilus drained the Force from his surroundings, it left a trail of lifelessness and desolation in his wake. Planets withered, and living beings were left weakened or even lifeless. His power was not just about hunger, it was about the destruction of life itself. This added detail emphasizes the truly destructive nature of his power. And when it comes to his appearance, Nihilus did have a pretty unique look. He wore a mask that hid his face and dark robes that covered his entire body. And this outfit was not just for style, it had meaning. The mask and robes were like a mystery. They symbolized his hidden identity and the darkness within him. They really showed that he was not an ordinary Sith. He was something more, something to be feared.
You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord.
Darth Nihilus was part of a group called the Sith Tri, which can be thought as a team of powerful dark side users. He wasn't alone in his dark journey. There were other Sith around. His teammates were Darth Traya and Darth Sion. Together they formed a formidable force to be reckoned with. And if you would like a video focused on specifically this terrifying group and what they did, please leave me a comment of the Sith Triumvirate in the comment section down below. But anyway, to sum it up briefly, in this team each member had their own unique power or strength. Nihilus, with his Force-eating ability, brought something special to the table. Traya was a master manipulator and strategist, while Sion possessed the incredible resilience and a hatred that kept him alive through unimaginable pain. They had their own dynamics and ways of working together, which made them even more dangerous as a collective force. Darth Nihilus, though, is one of these characters who did expand his presence into other forms of Star Wars media than just the movies or anything like that. He was a part of video games, novels, and more. His characters really left a significant mark in the Star Wars universe. Whether how much of that is canon now or not is a different question, but if you think about everything that's been told about him, he is just a fascinating character. Even today, people still discuss and remember Nihilus. I mean, it's why I wanted to do this video on him today. His impact on Star Wars lore is long-lasting, and fans do regard him as one of the most mysterious and powerful Sith Lords that has ever existed. The Sith Triumvirate, with Nihilus as one of its central figures, continues to be a subject of interest, and really it is deserved, and it ensures that Nihilus's legacy, along with the others, will endure. But the thing is, he couldn't last forever. Darth Nihilus existed for a fair time as a powerful Sith Lord, but eventually he had a significant showdown with a Jedi known as the Jedi Exile, akin to a monumental battle between the forces of good and evil. This encounter held immense importance for both individuals and marked the turning point in their lives, or what was left of them. The confrontation was set in motion when Nihilus was informed by Colonel Tobin of the presence of a Jedi Academy on the planet of Telos 4. However, this information did turn out to be a ruse by Nihilus's former mentor, Kriya, who sought to draw her pupil there while she prepared for the Jedi Exile's final lesson on Malachor. Nihilus, who was driven by that insatiable hunger for the Force, led his forces to the planet. Then the Battle of Telos 4 unfolded on multiple fronts, including at the Citadel Station, the planet's orbiting satellite, and the one that was in space, of course. Nihilus, driven by his relentless hunger, attempted to consume Telos, despite realizing too late that the Academy was not actually populated by Force sensitives. Atris, the headmistress, was present though, and the true nature of the Academy remained concealed. As the battle raged, Nihilus's ship, the Ravager, was assaulted and boarded by Mandalorians led by Mandalore and supported by the Republic forces. 4 proton bombs were strategically placed throughout the ship, and Colonel Tobin, twisted by the exposure to Nihilus's dark powers, initially resisted the raiders but relented upon realizing the catastrophic fate awaiting his homeworld if Nihilus had succeeded. The climax of this confrontation occurred on the Ravager's bridge, where Nihilus faced off against the Jedi Exile, Visas Ma, and Mandalore. Nihilus attempted to absorb the Exile's Force energy but failed, ultimately exhausting himself due to the Exile's ability to draw on the Force energy of those around her. They engaged in a fierce duel, with Nihilus initially appearing invincible. However, Ma's sacrificial offer of her life stalled Nihilus long enough for the Exile to recover. In a pivotal moment, Ma entered a trance and disrupted her Force bond with her former master, undermining Nihilus's connection to the Force. This weakening allowed the trio to overpower and ultimately kill him. As they left the bridge, Nihilus's body erupted in darkside energies. The Ravager, still carrying Nihilus's spirit though, was taken for burial on Korriban, the Sith homeworld. His spirit remained in touch with the corporeal plane due to the planet's darkside nexus, adding another layer of mystery to his legacy. This really makes you wonder, does Nihilus's strong connection to the Force mean that he could still be found on Korriban if it was explored? An interesting idea if, Disney would ever dare to explore one.
Now it ends.
And so there we have it, a brief look at just who and what Darth Nihilus was and how his end came. He stands as a mysterious and formidable character. His journey from the shadows to Sith Lord is a testament of the allure of the dark side of the Force. The clash with the Jedi Exile marks a turning point for both characters, shrouded in uncertainty and intrigue. Yet, the enigma surrounding his ultimate fate continues to captivate people who love Star Wars, adding that depth to his enduring legacy. He is a character that we've got to know so well in some of the games, and it would just be great to see more of him. So, as we bid goodbye to this enigmatic Sith Lord, we are reminded that within the Star Wars universe, the line between light and darkness is ever blurred. Characters like Darth Nihilus continue to captivate and inspire, embodying the timeless struggle of the Force and the enduring fascination of the world of Star Wars.